Well, look at you, double dipping. Back for seconds, you greedy bastard. Or maybe you're just watching this on a different day and you don't know what I'm talking about, in which case, disregard, and I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. Just kidding. I'm never sorry if I hurt your feelings. Anyways, another episode of Weighted Opinions. Episode 18 is going to, offend some people, hurt some feelings, raise some eyebrows, whatever. Don't care. Today, I'm wondering, I've looked all around under my desk, behind the couch. I pulled the fridge out. I'm just wondering, where did all the body positivity people go? Or did they all just switch over to GLP-1s? Seems like they went quietly from love yourself to lose it fast and real quick. Yeah. All right. Well, welcome to episode 18 of Weighted Opinions. It is still the show where I put ideas on the bar and see what they actually weigh. And today I'm stepping directly into that line of fire because I do not care. And this episode is called Where Did the Body Positivity Movement Go? Or did you all just stop pretending and switch over to GLP-1s? Yeah, I said it. And who cares? All right. So take a breath, have a sip of your coffee, and maybe just like loosen that grip on your oversensitive feelings a little bit. Let's talk about it. Here we go. So for real, are all these body positivity folks, are they just magicians? Did they pull some great disappearing act and it doesn't make sense to the rest of us? Or what the heck happened? Anyways, remember like a couple years ago when the internet was just overwhelmed with love your body at every size and health doesn't have a certain look and scales are toxic and you're perfect exactly as you are, yada, yada, yada. Sure, some of it was valuable and self-hatred isn't productive unless you're on that last heavy set in the gym, in which case, let it out. But shame doesn't generally lead to sustainable change. And now suddenly everyone is slimming down and everybody's on a self-discovery journey and everybody's mysteriously dropped 20 to 40 pounds through what? Nobody's really saying how and being very elusive, except for we all know. Enter the room, GLP-1s. It's not a secret. Everybody's doing it. They're way too easy to attain for the general public. And yeah, it's turning into a big fiasco, isn't it? So what do we do? So maybe we talk about the elephant that's suddenly not in the room. I don't know. I'm going to make a bunch of those bad ones today. But there's medications now like Ozempic and Wegovy and Mounjaro. And yeah, they've absolutely changed the game. And before everybody gets defensive or anyone gets defensive, these are incredible tools for what they were designed for. So like diabetes, clinical obesity, or serious metabolic issues. So I'm not anti-medication. I'm anti-bullshit narrative switching, right? And like, what changed here? Let me get it straight. We went from love yourself exactly as you are to actually, I'm going to quietly change everything about how I look, but pretend it's still about self-love. And I'm going to do it overnight. No conversation, no accountability, just a full-on rebrand, and we're all just supposed to accept that at face value like nothing weird is going on here. Okay, I don't get it, but that's not the issue, so let's talk about what is. So the real problem isn't the medication, right? The issue isn't that GLP-1. It's not weight loss, it's not wanting to feel better, it's not wanting to look better. None of those are the issue. That's normal. That's human nature. The issue is pretending the standard never mattered while chasing it quietly harder than ever before. So, like, did your body positivity get confused? Because it started as self-acceptance and reducing shame and encouraging confidence in all, no matter what. And now all of a sudden it's turned into avoidance of accountability and rejection of health conversations or glorifying the no effort required approach, which is fucking batshit crazy in itself. But regardless, so what now, right? Reality's tapping you on the shoulder and it's saying like, hey, your health still matters. And instead of admitting that shift, we just changed lanes real quietly. Let's cut the bullshit for a second and let's be honest here. If your weight never mattered and your health doesn't matter and your appearance never mattered, then why is there the sudden surge in weight loss medications or transformations or these secret protocols that nobody wants to admit what they're actually doing? Before and afters with absolutely no explanation. Like, look, I lost 40 pounds overnight by taking a crap. It's ridiculous. And deep down, it's because people do care, and people have always cared. That's not a secret. They just didn't want to do the work. And that's always been it, right? And just like I like to say all the time, the magic is in the work you are avoiding, okay? So stop looking for the magic underneath every easy, instant piece of gratification and just do the damn work you've been avoiding. Yeah. And now here's the hard truth that nobody wants to say, which is exactly why I'm going to say it, because I love to be that guy. We've created a culture that says, don't change, while secretly rewarding transformation and putting those people on a pedestal. Or, it's no secret that skinnier, fitter, better looking people seem to do better in their jobs, get treated better by pretty much everybody, get away with bullshit, have people look the other way. So everybody, I can understand why everybody desires it, but it still takes work and structure and routines, right? But instead, we are watching people skip the process, avoid the discipline, and bypass the habits and jump straight to the friggin' result. And again, if it's medically necessary, then cool, that's valid, absolutely valid. But for 99% of you that have been doing this and abusing this, it is not. So if it's convenience or impatience or avoidance of effort, yeah, we've got a way bigger issue here, because you can't medicate discipline, right? We can reduce your appetite and medicate so you lose weight and the scale changes and all that, but that doesn't help you, and it won't build habits, create structure, develop discipline, or fix your broken ass relationship with food. That still requires work, because eventually, guess what? The medication stops or its efficiency wears off and you have to move to something else. But, lo and behold, your same garbage, crappy habits still remain. Or what if they don't? And if they don't, guess what? Everything is right back where you started. And now what kind of irrevocable or irreparable damage have you done to your body along the way? Yeah, nobody's thinking about that. You just want it, and you want it now, and you'll deal with the fallout or the repercussions of it later. Maybe, just maybe, do it the right way, think it through, and don't worry about side effects or repercussions, because there won't be any, because you're doing it properly and you frickin' earned it. Shocking, I know. And now clearly, as you can see, this shit gets me fired up, because as a society, we've lost our way. Everybody wants easy. Nobody wants to earn anything, but everybody wants the reward like they put in all the work, which is bullshit. It doesn't make it worth it if you don't do anything for it, but that's our entire society. We just want, and give me more, give me more, give me more, but you didn't do anything. You didn't travel the journey, so why should you get to the destination, right? I work hard for my shit all day, every day. Even through this garbage injury, I've been trying to work out as hard as I can, desiring lifting as heavy weights and pushing my body to the maximum. Unfortunately, I've been hit with these restrictions and the setback from breaking my wrist and having to have surgery and stuff. But I want to get after it. I want to push my body the same. I want to lift heavy. I want to be out of breath. I want to freaking knock on death's door because I pushed myself to the edge of the earth. And that's why I get so fired up about people wanting that without earning it and saying like, oh, wouldn't it just be great if you could be fit and healthy without having to do something boring like working out? What good is the view from the summit of a mountain if you didn't climb the damn thing? Just go on Google and look up some pictures, you freaking ape. You didn't earn it. Sorry, not sorry. But okay, I'm going to pump the brakes for a second. Let's find some middle ground before all of you freaking bad haircut Karens try and cancel me. Here's the balanced take from my end. I think you should respect your body. I know, it's nuts. Take care of your health, i.e. make it a priority, right? Use tools if needed. If, okay? That's a big freaking asterisk by this one. And along the way, guess what? You will avoid shame because there won't be any shame because you're doing it properly. But also, and here's the big one, okay? Because being a health professional and a fitness expert, I see and hear this all day, every day. You need to stop lying to yourself. You're full of shit, and the only one buying it is you, and it's just screwing you over. You're just delaying, okay? Stop lying to yourself. Stop bullshitting. Nobody else believes that your dog got hypothermia and whatever else, and it's ridiculous, okay? So stop lying to yourself. Stop avoiding the effort, right? Like I said, that's where the magic happens. It's in the work you're not doing. Put in the effort. I promise you it is worth it at the end of the day. And stop pretending these results do not require work. Anything worth it takes work. All right? That's the bottom line here. Nothing good comes cheap or comes easy. And if it did, then it wouldn't be good. It's just run of the mill because anybody can have it instantly. So, like, you can love yourself and improve yourself at the same time. Those two are not friggin' enemies. Yeah, sit on that for a second. So now that I've calmed down a touch, probably won't last long. The real question here is, are you improving your life? Are you willing to do so or do the work required? Or are you continually trying to outsource responsibility? Because those are two very different paths. And I tell you which one the vast majority of society goes down, and it's not the right choice. So maybe, just maybe, when you hear somebody talking about like, oh my God, it's so amazing, you can just do it for a little bit and then hop off it and blah, 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 blah. Maybe that should be your sign to be like, hey, I don't want to be like everybody else and I want to do it properly. And like, you enjoy your easy, but I'm going to enjoy my quality and my longevity because that's where the goodness lies. The good lies in doing the work, not cutting the corners. All right. And sorry, not sorry for being cliche, but if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. And if you're not going to change any habits, then why would you expect your quality of life to improve? Just because you're not body positive anymore, but you're skinny or you're thin. So now you feel less like an imposter because you can blend in with everybody else. You're still the same person. You just changed your outfit. Like, wouldn't that be very confusing if you were wearing a police officer's outfit, but you didn't become a police officer? And then somebody ran up to you and said, hey, police, I need some help. And you're like, whoa, hey, just wearing the outfit, not a cop. Yeah, maybe don't put on the outfit if you're not willing to earn the job or put the work in. Because at the end of the day, you're just pretending. And like I said, you're just bullshitting yourself. So not sure how that's going to help you sleep at night or feel better when you're putting your head down or clear your head to the point where you're like, you know what? I'm good now. It's short term, okay? You don't know what the long-term ramifications are, but if you look it up real quick, I don't know, maybe a couple celebrities who have been abusing it and openly looking at these people now who look too dead to be cast for a Tim Burton movie. Yeah, the long term, it's not pretty, all right? And I guarantee you, you're not going to be happy with your decision at that point. So choose wisely, all right? That's all I can advise you to do here. Well, I warned you it was going to be all gas and no brakes, and that's what it's been. So let me give you one more closing shot here. I don't believe the body positivity movement just disappeared. It just got quiet because deep down, all these people realized health matters, effort matters, and discipline matters. And instead of saying that out loud, we pivoted silently. So here's my challenge to you if you're still with me. Be honest, okay? If you want to change, then change. It's that simple. I say it to my clients all the time, okay? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Instead, maybe be the change you want to see in the world. Yeah. If you need help, get help. There's tons of people out there like me, more qualified than me, outside of the fitness realm, dietitians, nutritionists, doctors, whoever you need help from, ask for help. It's there, and we will help you learn, we will guide you, and you will get to your destination, all right? And again, it goes hand in hand with asking for help. If you need support, just ask for it. But stop pretending. Stop pretending that results don't require effort, that health doesn't matter, or shortcuts don't come with a friggin' cost, because you know they do. All right? So Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I need to unload anymore. All right. We know we're being fed some bullshit and we're eating it anyways and pretending it doesn't matter and that we'll be fine in the long term. But you know that's not true. So, regardless, I'm good there. I hope you're good there. If this made you uncomfortable, then good. And if it made you think, perfect. Because if you're thinking, you're growing. And that's my goal here, as always. And with that, I would appreciate it, as I always do, if you would like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun things. Help me grow this channel, increase that outreach so we can actually make a huge difference and create a positive movement together. All right? So maybe just send this to that one friend who's suddenly just eating better after losing 30 pounds in 5 weeks, right? Yeah, okay. Um, until next time, stay honest, stay accountable, and most importantly, stay glorious, my friends.